me be clear. I am indeed not Barack Hussein Obama. To reiterate, I am not Barack Obama. My fellow citizens, I am not Barack Obama.
Hey, is that Barack Obama?
I believe so.
Alright, welcome back to another Struggle Session podcast. I am your host, Hollow Otaku, and of course I have with...
K1. White Squared.
Jones K. Irving.
And Hollow Otaku, I'm not doing the voice. Sorry guys, cut off that voice. That bit was dumb, and I know it was dumb. We're back with Random Stories Part 2, because you know what? We're just bored.
Just another day of fuck it lane, so enjoy.
Anyone want to start, or do you want me to start?
You.
Oh, wonderful. So, for all story purposes, all names have been changed. So, oh man, I gotta think of the names now. Alright, so I went to Laser Quest long time ago, right? And I went with my buddy, we'll call him Ross. Alright, my buddy Ross. Alright, and, well, I was in there by myself, and then I came out, and White Square and Ross was talking to my buddy Adam, who was with me playing, and we got done, but Adam got out first. And no, White Square was not there, but his brother Ralph was. And so he goes up to Ross. He goes, "Oh, where's White Square?" And this is where I came up and heard that, and I was about to say something, but Ross goes, "Oh my God, didn't you hear? White Square's dead." He was like, "What?" And I looked at Ross, and he gave me that look of play along, and I was like, "Yeah, man, dude, we went to his funeral last week. It was in Florida. It was horrible. And I'll tell you exactly what happened." And he goes, his grandmother was driving, and she hit a tree. But because White Square wasn't wearing a seatbelt, they went so fast that when he hit the tree, he went out the windshield and fucked his whole face, everything, and just died on impact. And he goes, "Oh my God, yeah, it was a closed casket because they didn't want to open it. It was this whole ordeal. No one in his family really cared. They were just stunned at disbelief that this happened. His grandmother didn't cry, his mother didn't cry, his brother Ralph was just been saying, oh my God." And I go, "Yeah, but don't tell anyone." And it's just yeah. And so we left, and I checked, but I didn't tell White Square about this. So I checked Facebook on White Square's thing, and I see Adam go, he goes, "Rest in peace, White Square. You were a good friend and all." And this motherfucker replies, "Rawr, I'm dead."
I'm a zombie.
He goes, no, it was "Rawr, I'm dead." So I had to quickly call Adam and just go, "Hey man, we're trying to keep this hush hush, so can you delete that comment on his wall? Please?" And yeah, so everything went well. So about every time I go over to White Square's place, his dad would be there. He goes, "Ah, I see. You're looking for my dead son, huh?"
So technically, White Square pulled a Herman Cain before it was cool.
Yeah. I was like, "Oh, you know?" And I had to explain to White Square about it. So about 3 months later, we go over to White Square's place, but we say, "Hey, we're going to go visit Ralph." And we get there, and I tell White Square, I was like, "Open the door. I just need you to open the door." But he opened the door so that he was behind the door. And he goes, close it, and goes, "Oh, where's Ralph?" And I go, "Ralph? Oh, yeah, Ralph is over there." And White Square comes and goes, "Rawr, I'm dead," and it freaks him out. He goes, "I thought my best friend was dead for 3 months. Why would you do this?" I was like, "Bruh, I've just been playing along. I made up the story and everything, but I was just there to play along." That man, Adam, is a bit gullible on my stories. The song "Love Yourself" by Justin Bieber, where it says, "My mama don't like you, but she likes everyone." So I have the habit of saying, right before the lyric comes, I looked at him, I go, Adam. He was like, what? My mama don't like you, and she likes everyone. And then the lyrics went through. He goes, what? I was just talking to your mom the other day. Why did she like me? Oh my god, what happened? And me and my nephew and his girlfriend started laughing our asses off, we were just like, bruh, it's the song. I wish I didn't tell him that, because I was heading back to my place, because his car was there. He was gonna rush. He goes, hello, Tucker's mom. Why don't you like me? I would have loved to see that.
Oh god.
Oh, but those were the years. It was stupid.
Okay. So from stupid.
Wait, hang on. Sorry. What was your point of view for that? I didn't know how you reacted when you found out that you were dead.
And look, I didn't know about any of this until Hollow told me. So I put two and two together. I sound like, gotcha. Made the okay side of it and stuff. But nothing much actually did happen in that time span. But yeah, the best part about it, by far, is my dad being in on the joke. I
didn't even know your dad was in on the joke, at all. He threw me for a loop
Even
when he was
better.
Oh, I see you wanted to see my dead son.
Oh man, imagine if one day, we end up being famous and then someone writes up a death hoax or some shit.
Dude, I wouldn't believe it. If it was about you, I wouldn't believe it. I'd be like, now who put my idea back onto the line? Who did this?
Pull Macaulay Culkin.
Oh,
yeah.
It's like the Napoleon Dynamite hoax. When someone said he died, I'm like, ever since that one, I'm like, nobody. I don't believe it.
Until I see multiple sources.
Facts.
Yeah, Gabriel Iglesias' death.
Or Kobe. Rip Kobe.
I mean, Gabriel Iglesias is alive, but I meant his hoax death.
Well, yeah, but when Kobe actually was announced dead, I didn't believe it at first because it was TMZ. I thought they were just screwing with us. And then literally when NBC, CNN, and all that said it, I was like, oh.
But yeah, TMZ got it first and posted it, which they didn't give a chance to let the cops figure it out.
Right.
TMZ, the thing that bothered me was that TMZ got to it before his family knew about it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which that's messed up.
Yeah. That's why I literally didn't believe it when I first saw it from TMZ. I'm just like, oh god, it's a slow news.
That's why I didn't share it at first when I saw it. Jones J. Irving. What you got, Chief?
Well, there was one time I had to go to my nephew's birthday.
Uh-huh.
Everyone in my family was there. I got my cousins, my aunt and aunts, uncles, and your two-bit distant relatives who were there to pig out.
Just add me next time, then.
So
all you can eat, baby.
So a few weeks beforehand, my cousin asked me to dress up as a Joker, and I said yes. So when I went there, all of my family, they saw for the first time me in my makeup and suit as the Joker, and I could feel the atmosphere. They were shaking their heads, doing spit takes, saying that, wait, what the hell? So it was an entire shock, and babies were crying.
I mean, we do that to you anyway.
Yeah, true.
Correct.
Yeah. So, yeah, because it was first time seeing me as a Joker. So, and as part of the birthday party, my cousins also built a cardboard jail. So the moment I showed up for the birthday to tell congratulations to my nephew, most of the kids came up to me and dragged me to jail. And they had 2 or 3 kids regarding me and saying a whole lot of stories. You're in jail for a whole sorts of stuff. They're making stories I poisoned the water supply.
Ooh, that's a classic.
I canceled Cartoon Network.
Wow.
And you're the reason why I can't watch Nickelodeon anymore.
You're the reason why my parents got divorced. I would just want one of those kids to be like, "You're the reason why my parents got divorced."
So yeah, and then one of my cousins, younger cousins, came in. No, he's the reason. The reason he's in jail because he broke up with Harley Quinn.
Dude, I would have loved to see your family's face when the kids throw you in jail of like how happy they're like, good, he deserves to be there.
Honestly, this screams like literally when your family's too cheap to afford entertainment, so your cousin tricks you.
They didn't pay you, did they?
Yeah, they did pay me in candy.
Oh, okay.
Oh, in candy.
In candy.
In candy.
Yeah, but they're
I get paid in chocolate coins.
Yeah, these doubloons. Extra double fudge.
Someone who was at a park or something?
No, it was at a this country club.
There's another family that has another party going on, and they bring up Batman, and they see him, and he's like, Joker!
Yeah, and he punches me several times. Like, where is she?
It's not punches. He slaps him. In my case, I just slap.
It's just like if they're going with the theme of a country club. When is my tea time?
I'm gonna jump on that real quick into a quick story. We were hanging out at a friend's place. K1, you were there. Jones, you were there. I was there, and Jones was asleep. It was just the whole group, like Mike and Lorenzo and them, and I looked at Jones, I was like, man, he's a Batman's fan. He's passed out. I slapped him across the face and go, where is she? Where's Rachel? And just walked away.
I fucking hate you for that.
Don't worry, I did 1,000 regs. He goes, why? At like 5 a.m., I slapped him right before Otaku. I go, where is she? Where's Rachel? And he's just like, why?
Okay. So jumping off that, let's just jump into a full cringe. So our group was very large, and then like people migrated away. So you've heard this story, Hollow Otaku. So there was this one person, we'll just call him Mr. R, who literally was the cringiest person we ever met. I.e., like think of somebody trying to be gangster, but in the most whitewashed way possible. I.e., hey, you know, let's hit up girls, and my dad will drop us off at the club.
Oh! I know what you're talking about.
I like how mansions over.
I mean, let's just say like this man right here would make literally Y Square look like Don Juan.
I have no idea who he is, but I'll take your word for it.
Okay.
Just give him video game terms so he'll understand.
And
okay, Commander Shepard.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So back when long ago before COVID, GameStop used to have midnight releases.
Also long ago before Harambe died.
Rip Harambe. Okay, so I'm going just to get a simple game, and it's cold that night. So luckily I have like my scarf around me. So I walk in. And Mr. R is literally talking to this female cashier at GameStop.
Ooh, do I know this cashier?
Yes. Remember, you know this one. So,
all right.
So you technically play a little cameo, but still. So I see him, and being like, I don't want to even talk to him. Just hide my face over my scarf and just literally start looking at the game's like thing and jump to the back of the line. And I just overhear him in the most cringiest voice say, "Yeah, so I got tickets to the WWE match in DC coming up, so you might, if you want to go, it's cool." And the girl says, "No, thank you." And it's like, "Oh, come on, it's just like thing. We could probably get backstage with the wrestlers, and then of course, we could have a little bit of dinner, maybe go to a club, something, at least be a night out." He's like, "I have a boyfriend, thank you very much." And like, he's just like trying so hard. Like even people in line are going, "Dude, she's not interested." And like he does this for like 20 full minutes until the game.
Jesus.
Like the game comes out, and she even states, like right as midnight hits, she literally just yells out, "All right, everyone, come get your game." She literally yanks out his Kelpie and says, "Thank you very much. Have a good night." And he's like, "Yo, just remember, my name's Mr. R. You know, just be sure, you know, if in case you want to get into the WWE match, I'm always saying, you know, let me give me my number." He's like, "That's fine, sir. Thank you very much. You have a good night. But just remember, you know, that's cool." So like,
so interrupted.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? I haven't seen you in a long time. How you been?
So as soon as I get up to get my game, I'm like, "I am so very sorry, ma'am. Like, I know that guy, and he is just thing." And he's like, and she goes like, "I know, trust me, he hangs out here every day. I know he works somewhere across the street for that, and he's always like just walking around and like always seems to be around when I'm working." And I'm like, "Yeah, just please, if he gets like anywhere like that way, call the cops, because I've dealt with this guy before, and oh my god."
That's
like,
where you worked at the Walmart.
Yeah. But just like, and then like, she even stated like one time when he came in for like something, he said, "Yeah, so you know, seeing as you're a girl, what would you think girls would like to get for bad birthday gifts?" And she goes, "Well, we have a bunch of plushies." And then he literally just transfers and is like, "Oh, so you like plushies? Which one did you like?" She goes, "I like that little Plusle." "Oh, great, I'd like to buy that." And then like she says, "Okay," rings him up, and then literally hands him the plushie. He's like, "For you."
Jesus.
I know, and just this is like, "Thank you." It's like, see, we get along so great. But overall,
You're such a simp.
yes, that was hard. That was Simp Inc. Like head of the
It
table.
was before it had a word.
Yes.
Oh my god.
But like to this day, I feel so sorry for that cashier. Just people, don't do that. Do not simp. It's fucked up.
I'm gonna bounce off that story. This is how I got a girlfriend because of Adam. I got a girl because of Adam, and this is how it went. This was my friend's 18th birthday party, so we were just raving in her basement, and Adam likes Michael Jackson to the point he wants to be like Michael Jackson. That was this phase of his life. And he'll do Michael Jackson moves to rave songs. And he did it to this girl. Didn't know who she was. I swooped in and then was just like, she was like, "Thank you," and then started grinding with me. And then it got to the point that we were making out on the dance floor. And then whatever we were doing, other people were doing, it got to the point I think we were like dry humping the pin. Like there was a code word for like it was like banana, and then like my god brother comes down and goes, "Oh, it's just him. Alright, we're good, back to the music." But I was like, let me treat you out for dinner, and then he goes, "Alright, yeah, thank you." I was like, "Yep." So I got a girlfriend out of that. I was like, I will save a girl one person at a time from Adam. That was my goal. Because then after the party, they're like, "Oh my god, you and Mandy, what the hell?" Like, that was, I don't know. I was like, "Yeah, man, I don't know either." What you got, White Square?
Alright, this is a redux of that the one time at the pool at one of Apollo's summer parties. Actually, like,
Back to Zay's story while we... So, resume. So, when I was a kid, I went to King's Dominion. This is when I was scared of roller coasters, so I was forced to go on the Scooby-Doo roller coaster.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah. Which is a 4-star, by the way, of thrill.
Yes.
So it went and it got to the middle and I started crying and they stopped the ride.
Ooh.
Yeah. But they're like, "Do you want to still go?" I'm like, "I'm still on it, let's go." And then I started crying again.
Oh, man.
I went back years later with like my summer group and all that and took them on the ride because I promised them every roller coaster. So I sat at the front, and what I do is I lean all the way forward because the ride does nothing for me. So I just lean all the way forward and watch the tracks.
Fun fact is, I went on the Scooby-Doo in 6th grade, and it was cool. I actually go back in 9th grade, and I almost hit my head on one of the railings. Like, I had to literally duck when I went on one of those hoops and literally ducked at the last second.
Jumping off of that, my head almost got decapitated on the Grizzly.
Ooh.
Whew.
Wow.
And here's how. I was still a little kid, but not during that time. It was like I was a little bit older, maybe 8 or 10. I was a skinny motherfucker and a short motherfucker. And my cousins decided to take me onto 2 roller coasters, 2 big boy roller coasters, because I wasn't having much fun at Kings Dominion if I don't ride roller coasters. So they took me to Rebel Yell. This is when the backwards was a thing.
Oh, yeah.
This is when backwards was a thing, but they made me run the front.
Ugh.
And the Grizzly. So we went on the Grizzly first. And this is where they have the share bars for the ride, where you got 1 bar for 2 people.
Mhm.
So I sat next to my cousin who's about your height, K1, maybe a bit muscular.
Okay.
And so I had to sit there next to him, and every drop I rise up really high. So, the tunnel part at the end?
Yeah.
I raced so high enough that if my cousin didn't bring me down, I would get decapitated.
Jeez.
Yeah. And then we did the Rebel Yell, and every time I went down, I go up high, and he had to hold me down. It was always that. So I didn't have a good time. So later in the future, I started going to roller coaster, and I enjoyed it because I was at least weighted right.
Yeah. So, like,
Taller?
Weighted.
Okay.
It was also I was light, so I was very skinny, like
Okay.
kid skinny, like you
Like big skinny, right?
yeah. So that when the bar doesn't even, it hits its max, and I don't even reach it.
so like bouncing off the Rebel Yell. So one year I went and did the backwards on the Rebel Yell. You know when we get like they take you up to the top and there's that little creek like backwards before they drop you?
I just want to give you a fact. When the Rebel Yell lost its backwards, that's when I started loving roller coasters. I did not get a chance to do the backwards.
Oh.
And my cousins didn't take me to the backwards one because they didn't want me to be hurt.
I
Just
agree.
in case I got like whiplash or something
Mhm.
wrong. Did you know they closed the ride because a guy had a watch on the backwards one? Someone was wearing a watch and they had to stop the ride and had him take it off.
Oh shit, I did not know that. But I think but like I said, so I was on the Rebel Yell on the backwards in the way back, so I would like be in the front in the
Yeah,
backwards. But here's the thing: so once it got up to the thing and it's doing the curve before the drop, we hear this loud thud on the thing. I look over and the wheel on the thing is actually off the track, and it's like scourging, and we're like, oh shit, oh shit. So me and my buddy literally like start ramming each other to try to get it back on just before the drop. So literally just as it's about to tilt down and drop, we just pound it and we just hear a clang. And then literally as we go down, we are just getting rimmed like straight up and down, like our backs and just going back and forth. But it's like we are feeling every bump on that coaster. Like when we get off, we are like, oh shit. What the fuck? And like even the guy says, you guys good? It's like that wheel came off during the thing. I think you need to close this thing like straight up. And he looks down and he actually sees the wheel. It's like ding. He's like, oh, we're so sorry. We are so very sorry. Because like, first thing they're thinking is lawsuit. And they're like, you guys sure you don't need medical attention or none of that? We can take you to a medical tent. And we're like, that's fine, it's fine. He's like, okay, here's a $30 in credit just to go get yourself something to eat. You guys could just rest. And then literally the guy says, yeah, we're sorry, folks. There seems to be a malfunction. We need to close it down. We just need to have this take a look just for your safety. Luckily, everybody was cool with that, but like, hey, we got $30 in credit for that. But
Oh, cool. That gets you one meal.
hey, it was food, free food. We didn't have to pay those fucking prices, man.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm back. Now, it was a summer day on one of Hollow's parties.
Yeah. In reference, we're talking about the. Which one are you talking about? Are you talking about the first part or the second part? Topless or no?
Topless.
Okay. So, resume. Back to our randoms part 1. We were talking about my good old house parties that I have. It was a pool party and the girls were topless. And Wesker was the only one in this pool. But what was going through your mind?
I don't know. It was like something equivalent of like entering like a place or something that you've just never been to before. You just like there are like rules that you have to figure out. There are like
On Monster Hunter? Because that's
before the Monster Hunter.
Before
part.
the Monster Hunter.
Like I don't know what else had happened like in this like mangled mess of a mind of mine. to. Well, yeah, anyway, what was going on in that mind of mine? So something like had to tell me to to keep it cool as I entered the pool. So I did, and I was just like looking at them, and then I was like, oh, those new thoughts I had to save for later. So I went underwater. Apparently, like I suddenly had imagined myself like a massive creature living at the bottom of Morgoyle. Yeah. And anyway, I was like imagining myself as some creature, monster hunter, like I mentioned before, at the bottom of like a body of water. Like, for those who play Monster Hunter, Abyssal Lagiacrus or something equivalent. Except it was more of a mammal kind. Like I don't know what it is, but like I was just like looking at it, I was like, oh shit, that's me, but it couldn't be me.
Is that me?
Is that me?
A stronger me?
And I was like thinking, you know what, I'll do it with you later. And I like peeked above the water, I like see the topless girls again, and then like, something exploded. Like I felt as though like I had to like pull on a chain for a moment. It was like as if there's like another me just like keeping my own libido in check. Like I was like as though I had hit a border. I was like snapped with like a light rope and something telling me like don't move. I was like, yeah, I don't know. I was just like swimming in between thoughts, no pun intended. I just like made a quick swim around the pool. And it was just it. Like, I left the pool. I was, look, like to keep it short, like I was just trying way too hard not to do anything weird.
It's already too late, man. You made it weird.
Yeah. Like, only you, I swear, would just literally see topless girls in a pool and think of Monster Hunter.
Except that was the second thing I thought.
You thought nothing about topless women. Like, I mean, kudos to you, man. Like, at least Adam would have saw it and then be jaw-dropped about it, but, that's Adam.
Well, like,
at least you didn't simp, like someone we know.
Yeah.
I didn't simp, but I was, like, awakened.
It's not you being a simp, it was you just not observing. You were observing something else that wasn't these topless women.
Yes, but you just, unlike some people, you didn't just go, ladies, as soon as certain topless women.
It was like an Etch-a-Sketch, just like tracing an outline around them. And then I was just like asking the Etch-a-Sketch, what are you doing? What is this? Why isn't it a straight line?
You need to dial it back a bit. Like, oh my god. You need to,
like
take a week off. Take a week off.
Of work? Maybe.
No.
Yes.
I suggest 2 weeks off.
I mean,
Colin, you got coronavirus.
Like, I even had like an entire, what was it, like, the order again where you're just temporary out of job. It was
What?
furlough. Like, it was during the furlough period, the stay-at-home period. Like,
Quarantine?
We're at two different parts of this story, Chief.
No, I was thinking, like, you said for me to take off, and I was like, yeah, like, I already had a month off, but I felt like I just didn't recharge enough.
Chief, we're talking about two different stories at this point now. You just went off into a different story.
Oh, my bad. I don't know what to edit out. Just.
Oh, we're keeping this. On that note, as we let Y Square recover, I'm going to end this podcast right now.
Sure hands.
Oh my god.
Just
comment down below, F's in the chat for Y Square for a quick recovery. Probably not. And I'm Otaku, and as always, remember, keep moving forward. We'll see you guys in the next video.
This is so fucked up, I got nothing left to say.
No.
Bye.